Hello, testing 1 2 1 2. This is Respawn Radio with Paul
and Raphi.
Yeah.
Hello,
yeah.
testing.
So this podcast was your idea, really?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I didn't come up with the idea for podcasts.
No, you didn't.
I wish you did.
No.
Wouldn't need to do this if I did.
My name's Paul. This is Raphael. Raphi for short. We met at work.
Yeah, call centre.
Yeah. What was the first thing we bonded over the Rick and Morty?
You know what? We both worked at game.
We both worked at a video game.
That's pretty much how our friendship started. Was I used to work at game.
Yeah.
No, when I used to work at game, you went, "Oh my god, really?"
Yeah,
and I was
really.
like, "Yeah," and you're like, "Oh my god."
Don't quite sound like that, though, do I, Raph?
Like, all right, mate.
Yeah,
I used to work at game too.
I don't sound like that because I'm northern, so fucking my name's Raphael and that. Is that about right? Yeah. You're going to take the piss out of my accent.
No
mate.
one's ever been able to.
No?
Where am I from? If you didn't know I was from Manchester.
Right. Yeah, I would say Manchester.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's from Manchester, so I know what he sounds like. I know what Manx sound like. I watch Game of Thrones.
That's not Manx.
Yeah, well, maybe you should shut up,
It's
Raph.
Yorkshire. If anything.
No, it's not. It's Middle Earth. Isn't
No,
it?
it's full. That's Lord of the Rings you're more on.
I know films.
I should hope so.
This is great. This really sets up like how much, this is what you're in for.
Yeah, complete stupidity.
Yeah.
From the southern end of the country.
Well, no. I meant just general knowledge about movies. But yes, sure, I'm stupid because I'm southern. Fine. I'll roll with that. But no, I wanted to talk about movies, TV shows, occasionally video games. It may be a little bit tough to do that because I want us to have recently experienced, like, either watched a film before we've recorded the podcast, meaning if we do the game, we'll have to have played it, which is a lot of dedication, really.
I'm slightly different. I think I can do it off memory, and I really don't want to watch Iron Man 2.
I don't know. You want to do it off memory, that's fine. You don't have to. I know.
You've pretty much been forcing me to watch Iron Man 2.
Okay,
I'm not against it.
Because we're going to go through the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe at some point,
yes.
That will include us talking about, ultimately, the films Iron Man 2 and 3.
Agreed.
Which you detest.
Rightly so, because they're crap.
We are not going to talk about them.
No, we won't.
Yep, because it's gold, and I want to save it for those specific episodes, but you're wrong, so let's move on.
But let's also say that I'm not going to watch them.
Well, yeah, okay, so more to the point, you don't have to watch them. The reason I thought it would be good if we did watch them is because they're fresh on the mind, and more to the point, if you don't like them, the anger is fresh on the mind, which I think would just be funnier.
The angler?
The anger. Anger?
Oh, right.
Your anger.
My anger's
Yeah, the fishing is on the mind.
My anger never went for that.
No?
Pure rage.
I mean, you say you can remember it.
I can. Every line of dialogue.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's Whiplash's first line? Whiplash is the villain on Iron Man 2, by the way. So what's his first line?
I believe it went something like this.
Really?
Yeah. He started off with a mumble.
Yeah.
He went...
Well, it was something in foreign.
And then... Yeah, it was Russian.
Russian.
Anyway.
Is he Russian?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought it was like Middle Eastern or something.
No, he's Russian.
I'm pretty sure all the bad guys in all the Iron Man films are Middle Eastern terrorists.
No, that was just in Iron Man 3.
And one.
That crap, yeah,
Iron Man 1 as well. He gets kidnapped by terrorists.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Iron Man 3? No.
Too much detail. Literally, the next episode after this is going to be Iron Man 1. So
okay.
We can save it for then. Right. Because we've done so many takes on this, I can't remember whether we've covered it or not already yet, but I've done YouTube for years, since like 2012. I quite like the graphics design part of it, making the thumbnails for the videos themselves. Part of the issue with my YouTube channel was that I would make plans and never get to them. Plans being, I would say, I'm going to make a video about this movie, this game. So I just did thumbnails about all these different movies. And, when Raph came up with the idea of the podcast, I thought, well, I can recycle these in a way. We can talk about the Goonies one day, or, the Mummy Tomb of the fucking Dragon Emperor. That terrible film.
It's a fantastic film.
It's a fantastic film, is it?
It's literally one of the best films I've ever seen.
What's the best part about The Mummy 3?
Jet Li.
Oh, sorry, I just vomited in my
mouth.
mouth.
Were you?
I vomited in my mouth. Sorry, I just think that movie just makes me angry.
See, how you're feeling now is how I feel about Iron Man 3.
Oh my god! Really, you're comparing?
Yep.
The rapage of the Mummy franchise to Iron Man 3.
If that's rape, Iron Man 3 is like necrophilia. Like, it's on a whole other level of just utter just craziness that you shouldn't be part of.
My god.
No one likes it.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
No one likes Iron Man 3.
I would prefer to watch The Mummy 3, because it's still a fun film, than the Snorefest that is...
Tony Stark the movie.
Yeah. Doesn't have Iron Man 3 in it.
Yeah, what?
Has way too many Pepper Potts in it.
Okay.
Like...
Wait, there's only one?
It felt like there were many of them.
Yeah.
So pretty much in every scene, and no one gives a crap about it.
Anyway, again.
Right, yeah.
Too much Iron Man. What should we talk about?
I think we pretty much covered everything.
Well, I mean, we've only been talking for like 5 minutes.
I know, I'm already pissed off at you. No. Like in Iron Man 3.
He's already mad.
I kind of want you
He's already annoyed. Okay.
Well, I guess if you've given your origin story, I'll talk about me, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, none of you probably remember, because I've got a weird name. Raphael, Turtle, origin.
Or the artist.
Sure. Why not? When I went to Italy, when I went to Rome, and we went on this, like, tour around the, what's it called, the Vatican City. She was like going, oh, what's your name? And I went, oh, my name's Raphael, thinking I'll be quite, Raphael the painter. And she was like, oh my god, Raphael, that's fantastic, I love it. Every time we walked past a painting that he did, she went, Raphael, and just sort of pointed to him and go, Raphael, look, it's you. And I'm like... Did
you get annoyed with that? Did you just think, oh, for fuck, shut up?
At first it was funny, but by like the 90th time it got a bit annoying.
He went, yes, I get it. My name's Raphael, like the artist, not the turtle, although kind of like the turtle.
But when there's about 30 other people you're with, and every time she directly points to you, and it's like...
She bled that joke quicker than a Harambe meme.
It will melt to death. You can't see this probably.
You can't see the hand movements he's doing right now, but it's like he's giving himself a double hand shandy.
Alright.
So, where did your name come from, by the way? You said there was a reason why you're called Raphael.
Yeah, so when I was born, my little brother, or my older brother, were a massive fan of Turtles, Ninja Turtles. He wanted me to be called Donatello. Which not a great name.
No.
But he really relented on Donatello, so eventually my mum caved in and called me Raphael.
You were literally named after a turtle.
To appease my knobhead brother. Never forgave him for it.
I like that you called him your little brother because in your head you're thinking, well, he was little then.
Yeah.
But he's technically older.
Technically, he's still my little brother.
He was your little big brother.
Yeah, my little big brother. He is actually smaller than me though. He's only like 5'6". I'm 5'10".
What happened? Did he not eat his veg?
Don't know.
He just didn't take his vitamins.
Don't know, he was just born a retard.
He was a hobbit.
He was.
He's always been a hobbit. I mean, you are a pretty hairy fella. So
right.
He's probably... I meant your beard. Not you. So in terms of what to do with the podcast, TV shows, I think we can narrow each sort of season to one recording, I guess.
Well, do you want to do an entire season in one recording, or do you want to do like an entire series of something that's already been, like Smallville, for example, has like 11 seasons to it?
Yeah, so it'd be like 11 podcasts.
Really?
Yeah. No, I reckon it's good because things change so much over 11 years. Like Supernatural. I think we think about it, right?
I don't know, that's a lot of time to spend on one.
No, we're not going to record them all in one afternoon, are we? We're going to do them...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be honest, at this point, with minimal editing, it's literally just a cartoon picture that you can see on screen. That's all it is. The thing is, we can probably do this maybe, let's be realistic, a couple of times a week. We both have at least one day of the weekend off. Different jobs and that. But yeah, we'll make it work and it'll be good. So, speaking of which, the artwork, that was done by a friend of mine who has been watching my YouTube channels on and off since about 2013. I'm not being paid to say this, by the way. I'm saying this because he's my mate. He's called Jonson CB. I'll leave a link in the description to his Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Cool.
Anything to add? I just kind of went on a bit of a plug-in
I know you
tirade
went such a tangent about your mate there.
Yeah, well, I love him.
I mean, to be fair, he's done as well, actually. Those drawings are pretty decent.
Oh, fuck yeah, they're decent. I mean, he made us look like we've got way more hair than we actually have.
And our ears are never that big.
No.
I mean, yours are, but...
Wow, shut up. No, we're both...
We're not bald.
I say we're not bald, but we're both going to be bald one day.
Oh, everyone is, eventually.
Well, I mean, you mean like when we die and our hair falls off because we're dead?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yeah, we're all bald one day because we're all dead.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm not
that's morbid.
It's not quite there yet, but, getting there. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I do think we should talk about Final Fantasy VII and constant remakes of it.
Okay, that just came out of nowhere. Do you want to talk about Final Fantasy now? I mean, I was so close to wrapping that up, but I mean, I want to talk about Final Fantasy a little bit.
Just kind of popped into my head.
Kind of popped into your... All right, fine, okay. Since it's picked up a little bit now.
When you get like your second wind. And it's
we'll talk about all the Final Fantasies, but in general we can talk about how...
You've played all of them, haven't you?
Well, I've played most of them.
I played 6, 7, 8.
You played 6? You completed it?
No, I played it.
Right. Well, okay, when technically I've played it as well.
Oh, okay, so finished 7.
Okay, right. So which ones have you finished?
7, 10, played half of 8. Mm-hmm. Didn't play 11 or 12 because I gave them PlayStation away at that point.
Well, I mean, 11 was on Xbox 360.
Was it? No,
yeah, it was. It was online. It was on Xbox 360. PS.
Oh yeah, it was that weird.
It was the MMO, the first MMO one.
Yeah, it didn't do that well, but no, I didn't play that one. Right, so I went straight from 10 to 13, which was such a downfall.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 was amazing, and 13 was just
a hallway fest.
Yeah.
It was just dull. The story didn't make any coherent sense.
The best thing about it is when people were giving it their reviews, they were like, "Oh, it's really good after 13 hours."
Yeah,
it's
really good when you get literally near the end and you finally open up a pseudo open world, which really isn't open. It's just a wide hallway.
Yeah, it was just a really big open area that didn't really have anything in it.
Yeah,
but it's like,
well, it has like.
But what sort of good gameplay is that? You have to get through the first 12 hours, and back then.
Right, let's point this out. Get through 12 hours worth of monotonous story that makes next to no sense with really inhuman, interactions and dialogue that just feels stilted and fake. And you know what?
It's not even that. Remember PS3 era before we had games like The Witcher, or any most open world games.
Yeah.
Most games would last you about 8 hours.
Yeah.
So 12 hours was a long time anyway. And then once you get past the first 12 hours, now 12 hours is nothing. We've got games like Destiny or Monster Hunter World, which last. I've been in a Monster Hunter World. I've clocked in over 200 hours on it now.
Yeah.
We're close to 250. Back then, 12 hours was a big game, and they wanted you to get past the first 12 hours before the game actually opened up. Nah, fuck off.
Well, what went wrong with Final Fantasy 13 then? Because I can tell you immediately what I think went wrong.
Boring characters.
You reckon it's just general...
I mean, the combat... okay, so I liked... For me, the pinnacle of combat in Final Fantasy was 10, when it was pure turn-based.
Yeah.
7... Because you can imagine 7, it wasn't exactly turn-based. 10 were more like Pokemon.
Right. I mean, you could catch monsters in it.
You actually could, couldn't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
You need special weapons though. But no, okay, so I mean...
With 13, the combat was good and it had interesting mechanics to it, but it was too diverted. But the story was just nonsensical, even for Final Fantasy. It just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Then the characters were boring as hell. They had no redeeming qualities. You think of 7, you've got Vincent Valentine, Barrett.
Yeah.
Cloud's a bit dull, but you've got... what's the other one?
I mean, you had backstories and stuff.
Yeah, you had backstories and everything. You got the same for 10.
I mean, there are vague backstories for 13, and mainly, the thing is...
a villain as well.
The problem... Well, I don't want to go too much... Again, I don't want to go too much into a specific subject, but what I reckon, in general with Final Fantasy, is what went downhill was when they introduced voice acting. Because then you're limited to lip flaps. You've got to squeeze in dialogue into that finite space, whether or not it makes sense. It's just you don't get swearing in Final Fantasy like you used to, like Barrett effing and jeffing and Sid being a misogynistic fuckword to his wife. Sit down and drink your goddamn tea. I love it. It's brilliant. Love it. Casual bit of sexism in my fantasy games.
Where they belong.
Exactly, yeah.
In fantasy.
I think it was the lip flaps and Final Fantasy 13 specifically, nothing was explained. They never explained anything. They would mention... It's almost like you were supposed to play Final Fantasy 13 with a pre-understanding of the universe.
Yeah,
they kept.
threw you in and properly in the deep end without really explaining.
They throw.
Gave you a codex, but it was just.
I mean, basically,
walls
what
of
they're
text.
saying is, fuck off and just read an encyclopedia of information,
Yeah.
rather than the story explain itself as it's supposed to.
But the other problem was, it was like you said, the corridor. Every level was a corridor.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, previous Final Fantasy games were also like that, but at least the landmarks were interesting. Like 10, for example, it was just hallways with that, but the environments were interesting and the characters were good. And
Well, I think Tidus had some character. It was an arrogant sort of loudmouth sports celebrity.
Was it Jack? What was that? His name?
No, Oren.
Oren, Oren.
He was badass.
Such a badass.
Probably one of the coolest characters in a Final Fantasy game.
I love him. Final Fantasy 13 doesn't have any redeeming characters.
There's only one character that I think is kind of cool. One. Saz. The black guy with the afro and the chocobo in his afro.
But he's such a...
Wait, right. He's...
I don't think they knew how to do like different races back then.
Back then? It was only 8 years ago.
I know, they recently got okay with it, but they're... Like,
I mean, they did. Well, I mean, you say different races. You got to remember it's Japan. They did a black guy in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, they did.
And they basically just made him Mr. T.
Yeah,
it's like the idea of a black person is he's Mr. T.
That's what I mean.
But here's the funniest bit. You wanted to start talking about Final Fantasy because of the 7 remake. They've changed Barrett from Mr. T to Blade. He's like Blade now.
Yeah.
For some reason, he's wearing shades.
Have you seen the?
It's nighttime.
Have you seen the Team 4-star Final Fantasy VII abridged thing that they did?
You know what? I like the abridged stuff, but I've only ever watched Little Karibo. I've never watched anyone else.
I mean, he's part of Team 4-star, to be fair.
Yeah, but I like his solo stuff.
Watch the Final Fantasy VII thing. It is honestly one of the funniest things that, like, and I'm comparing it to like actual TV shows.
This is our podcast, by the way, recommending other people to watch.
And if they want to recommend us, you go right ahead.
It's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen. All topics covered.
Yeah.
Well, we are hoping to do this like every week, though, aren't we?
Yeah.
Or every other week.
Well, we got to sit down and we got to watch Iron Man 1, and then we'll.
Then Thor. We're going to watch them in order.
No, yeah.
Like all the Marvel films in
So it goes Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2. Yes, it does.
Doesn't.
It does.
I'm sure this.
No.
First Avenger comes out for Iron Man 2.
I swear I will put any money on it. It goes Iron Man, Hulk, both 2008. Then it goes Iron Man 2. That's 2000. Listen.
Listen. Right. It goes Iron Man.
Yep.
Hulk.
Yep.
First Avenger.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
And it goes Thor.
Okay.
Thor 2.
You're going to be...
Avengers.
Right, if anyone's watching now, because by the time that this goes up, Raph will have read the list chronologically and realise how wrong he is.
There's no such thing as Thor 2 or Thor 3.
What?
They don't exist.
Oh, fuck off. You're such an idiot. No. It goes Iron Man 1, Hulk, Iron Man 2, it goes Captain America, then it goes Thor. No. Well, I can never remember the order of the Captain America and the Thor one. But then it...
Game the order of it.
Okay. Well, then it goes straight to Avengers. And then after the Avengers, it's Iron Man 3. Then it's Captain America 2. No, it's Thor 2 and then Captain America. This is so bored. Whoever's watching this is fucking bored. Just get the list up.
Yeah.
This is literally only interesting to us. You got it? You got the list?
I'm some Marvel comics.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, I'll keep talking while he finds the list. Oh, God, this is. I tried to end this about 10 minutes ago, but then we started talking about Final Fantasy, which is fine.
Yeah, that's when
we originally wanted to record it for about.
Got Iron Man.
Right.
Incredible Hulk.
Yep.
Thor.
No, it doesn't. You're a liar. It says Iron Man 2. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, so Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, which is crap, Thor, Captain America, First Avenger.
Yep.
Then we got the Avengers.
Mm-hmm. That's Phase 1.
Phase 1. And we got Phase 2. We got Iron Man 3, which is crap. Thor the Dark World, which is kind of boring. Captain America the Winter Soldier, which is great. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy, which is probably the best one so far of this list.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron, which I preferred over the
Hang on, you like Guardians of the Galaxy more than the first Avengers film?
Yeah, didn't like the first Avengers film that much.
Didn't you?
No.
I thought at the time it was probably the best superhero film that's ever come out.
Well, better than Dark Knight.
Well, right. Contrary to popular belief,
everyone's belief, gone.
I think that Batman Begins was better than Dark Knight. And I am in...
When I first saw Batman Begins, I thought Batman Begins was better than The Dark Knight when I first saw The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
But after watching both of them,
What about back to back?
yeah, the Dark Knight's better than Batman
It
Begins.
could be because I only saw Dark Knight for the first time like a couple of years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I never watched it, but I mean, I'd heard so much about the hype of it. I guess I wasn't that impressed, but I liked the origin story of Batman. I guess in that universe.
Right.
But so I was right, and you were incorrect, sir.
So we've got Phase 3, we've got Civil War.
Oh, we're still going with this, okay.
Oh, wait, no, we're not. Age of Ultron for Phase 2, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, yeah, that's actually at the last in it.
Yep, then we go on to Phase 3, which is Civil War, which is crap, apart from the
Captain America Civil War, more specifically.
Yeah, Captain America, which should have been more of a film anyway.
Well, it's basically Avengers Light, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. Doctor Strange, which was lovely.
Yeah, that was good.
Guardians 2, which was okay.
Although I've heard people say that Doctor Strange was no more exciting than a Thor movie, one of the first two.
I really liked Doctor Strange. I didn't like the fact that he was using an American accent.
Yeah, no, Benedict Cumberbatch, weird actually considering they were both in Sherlock, but Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, who was in Civil War and Black Panther, both do really bad American accents.
Yeah, they both.
And I don't know whether it's because they do bad American accents or it's because I'm just so used to their English accent.
I don't know, you heard Hugh Laurie in a house?
Yeah. Oh, he does a good American
That's
accent.
how you do an amazing American accent.
Yeah, yeah. Or, Tom Holland as Spider-Man in Homecoming.
Yeah, he's very English and he's very southern.
Yeah.
From London, I think, and he sounds like he's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's good.
Which is very good. Speaking of which, after Guardians 2 came Spider-Man Homecoming, which I loved.
Yep.
Thor Ragnarok, which I did not love at all.
Yeah.
Everyone else did.
Yeah.
Black Panther, which again everyone else loved. Thought it was okay.
I mean, I didn't think it was spectacular.
I just thought it was a Marvel film.
Yeah. I mean, it was more predictable.
Yeah.
Than a lot of the Marvel films.
The only thing that was good about it was the culture that they made with it. It was actually quite
I mean, just because it was different.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
Like they based.
It wasn't America.
They based the culture of sort of tribes, and then they came up with their own culture for it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite cool. And that was quite interesting. But
I mean, the Black Panther episode is going to be pretty.
Black Panther. Oh yeah.
I mean, the actual podcast we're going to do about that specific film. It's
so just talking about some random.
No. I'm just saying that when we get to it, it's going to be a good conversation because there's so much to cover.
Yeah, it is. I mean, every film's got that. And then.
All right.
And then after Black Panther, we got Infinity War. No, it means there's a lot to cover.
I'm just going. Yeah, well, every movie does. Paul, idiot.
No, I mean every film we've got a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Especially Iron Man 3.
And then Avengers Infinity War, and that's kind of where it is at the moment. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp, and we know Captain Marvel, and then I think it's straight into another Avengers movie, which is basically Infinity War Part 2. Although we don't actually know the title of it yet.
I don't know what to think of Captain Marvel because I know she's like the ultimate nemesis of the.
Right, apparently she's the one who's going to stop Thanos, but I've been told that the only one who stops Thanos is Adam Warlock, who's probably not going to come into it until Guardians 3, which doesn't have a set release date. And if it is released, it's chronologically in the MCU going to be after Avengers Infinity War Part 2, which...
Yep.
So what, is it going to be 3 parts?
Well, no, I don't think Adam Warlock's... I reckon they're setting up Miss Marvel to fight him and get Iron Man to kill him. Because it's going to be Iron Man that does it.
Right. You know what? Let's save it.
Cool.
Because we're basically just going to launch into an Infinity War conversation.
We will, and I do not have time right now.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you weren't too...
And I'd just like to say thanks for listening, because you certainly have been watching most things.
Wow. Did I say watching?
You did.
I meant to say listening.
Technically they are watching.
Watching a single picture doing nothing on screen. A good picture, mind you. Again, check out Janssen CB on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Links in the description. Yeah. Have a good one.